The other thing is the actual Voss controller for Arkanoid. We'll go ahead and open this up. Together they were $5.99 for both, and it's incredible shape. I mean, it's definitely beat up. It's it's seen better days, but it turns great. The button works, so I'm really impressed. And I'm gonna make some effort to actually restore this, give it back its original luster. But I'm totally impressed. I never thought I'd actually find this in the wild, much less own it, unless I paid an exorbitant amount of money on eBay. Alright, I got some new stuff. A couple packages in the mail, and a few Atari controllers that I picked up from a Goodwill. These are actually Atari Flashback controllers. They're not the real deal, but they're close enough. I mean, they get the job done. They fit the same plug. It's a little bit shorter than the original. Doesn't feel necessarily like the original, but that could be good or bad depending on your preference. The stick itself doesn't have that rubber thing that went over the originals, so it's a little easier on your hand, and doesn't cause blisters for long gameplay. I haven't opened this up, but it feels like it has one of those membrane type buttons as opposed to the original that spring loaded stuff. Got two of them. They're $2 each. Not a big deal. Alright, and then 2 packages from eBay. One of these should be 2 Atari games, and then one should be Pit Fighter for SEGA Genesis. I believe this one is the 2 Atari games. It's nice that they packaged this in a priority box, but the seller didn't sell it or send it priority. But the boxes are free from the post office, so that's probably why they did that. Well, I certainly can't complain about the packaging. Cool. First up, Omega Race for Atari. Ooh, it smells like cigarette smoke. Label's kind of off-centered, but moreover, it looks pretty good. These CBS games, really cheap plastic, but not too bad. It says use left joystick with booster grip adapter, whatever that is. Alright, next is Wizard of War. I actually got this to replace my copy of Wizard of War. So my copy's all chewed up and has an address engraved in it. But yeah, also smells like cigarettes, so it has some scratches in it. It says PAW, P-A-W. Weird. So, I have a way to clean smoke damaged games. Easiest way to get rid of the smell is to actually wrap it up in fabric softener sheets for a couple days. That'll fix it up. Well, this guy, I don't know why he put this much tape on it. It was way over packaged for a Pit Fighter for SEGA Genesis. Guess if I wanted to, I could read the funnies. Still has the hang tab. That's cool. Wow. Like most copies of Pit Fighters, probably played once, if at all. But looks great. Pins and everything. Yeah, this doesn't even look like it's ever been opened. So, well, that's cool. What is that, some writing? Nah, it's not writing, it's just scratches. Oh well. Not bad. Not bad at all. Pit Fighter for Genesis. just got back from the swap meet today. Got hot fast. I was with my son, he's only 4. He just wasn't feeling it today, so only got 2 items. First is the Blues Brothers for NES. Label's in fantastic shape, unbelievable. Never seen that in the wild. And then the other is Genghis Khan. Label has a little bit more wear than Blues Brothers, but it's still in pretty great shape. Pins on both are pretty clean, so I'm pretty satisfied. Both of these are slightly more rare than the common games you normally find at swap meet, so that in itself is kind of surprising to find those out there. The guy wanted 5 each, talked him down for 8 for both, so yeah, I got a good deal out of it, so I'm very happy. With the summer coming, I'll probably go more frequently to the swap meet, hopefully get some more finds and maybe spend a little bit more time out there than I did today, because today I got hot quick and I just wasn't prepared, and neither was my son. So let's go ahead and get rid of that smoke smell from those Atari games. Like I said just a moment ago, you want to wrap them up in fabric softener sheets. Just throw them in there, just like that, like that. Leave it overnight and it'll be fine. I don't know if this is a Martha Stewart type of science or what the deal is, but it works. That's all I know. Once got a stack of about 20 games, 20 Nintendo games from eBay, and they all smell terrible like smoke. Remember this? This copy of a Final Fight that I got from Savers? Let's go ahead and clean this up. I got this a while ago. In fact, it was put on the shelf on February 15th. I think today's March 3rd. So we'll go ahead and open it up, clean the pins. It's the same bit for the NES. So if you already have a Nintendo bit, you technically already have a Super Nintendo bit. Sometimes you'll see on eBay a bit advertised for Super Nintendo and for Genesis. That's actually a larger bit. It's not going to work on the games themselves, but it will open the SEGA Genesis cartridges, and it'll also open the Super Nintendo system if you want to get in there and clean that up. This screw's a little less than cooperative. I don't want to force it open. There we go. Almost. You can see the grime, the bottom part here. So we'll shine that up. That 1200 grit sandpaper. You can really see the difference. I swear by this. I should become a spokesperson for this sandpaper company because it works so well. Cool. These only fit in here one way, so if it doesn't fit right one way, just flip it around. You'll be all set. Now this cartridge actually has some other stuff that needs to be cleaned on it. For example, you can see that label glue. That's easily cleaned up with alcohol or even a pencil eraser.